Morning, right, we're off to see Alan. Let's see how this goes because we've got the book almost finished. So I'm going to go and see him now. We're going to meet up and typically I can't find my GoPro stand, so I'm using a jobby one. Hopefully this jobby one, but I think there's a bit of shake in the jobby one, so we'll see. But I'm away to meet him now. We'll see what happens today and see what you get recorded here. Aye, exciting. Book 2. Nice. Right, that's me meeting Alan at the Costa, and hopefully if this has worked you'll be able to see a wee bit of the journey. And wait, anyway, I've put it on this because wait till you see this boy's face when he sees this wee booklet we've made. But we're nearly there, so back in a minute. Sat in his car blaring to somebody, or he's recording a TikTok. One of the two, but we'll find out in a minute. But anyway, I'm here to show him this wee creation of his and give him back his doodle books. The kind of annoying thing is I was so busy trying to get this freaking GoPro on the go the day that, oh, but sunshine, I've waited for go something I had for him. So I wanted to see if he could do something different, but I'll save that for another day. But anyway, we're here to discuss this. The making of Booklet 2 Part 2. He's looking out at me, he's on the phone. Back in a minute. There he's there, look at the chops, what did I say? Look what I've got you. Half the phone, neighbour.
That's Barry Gary. I can't wait to have a nosy at this. Has everybody else had a nosy at this?
Aye, well they've seen as much as you so far. Aye, so that's if we agree at the final cut.
It's the final countdown. I love it. You know what I like?
See the additions you've put in it are phenomenal. Well, that's the bit I wanted to talk to you about, because in the me telling him to do something, he's created something. But mind how I says to you, I wasn't going to bother with that again.
Yeah.
But in me talking to him, saying, aye, I'm going to sponsor the next booklet, I'm going to buy it, and he's automatically put all that in. And that was meant to be on the back page. Aye. But that's where he's put it, and I thought, well, I'll wait and see what you say.
It's his wee thing.
Aye. So that come out of the conversation of me saying, I'm going to sponsor so many of the books again, but I want that on the back page, and he's just put all that together.
It's the doodles, they look fucking amazing. That one there's great, and I like all the intricate ones.
Aye.
I mean, I'm not all that interested in even reading the words right now.
Okay, I'm the same, you go to the doodles straight away, eh?
Yeah, they're brilliant. They do tell, they talk.
And that one, just with a bit of colour, just pops in. Aye.
It's that strange thing, and it's a strange thing I've been saying to other people for a wee while now.
Yeah.
Is when the Queen celebrated her 70th, and she was in the garden, and I don't know if you saw it, when she lit up the tree.
No, I missed
Pushed the
that.
button, and the lights for the camera went like this, and there's like two snakes crossing over, and it was the helixes of the DNA. You see about a metre behind it. It's just a single strand, straight as a die, and then it lights up the tree. Well, there it is there. Do you know what I mean? And there's the single strand going right through. And that to me is this golden strand, this golden DNA that is awakening in people, because it doesn't matter what anybody says, you cannot avoid that pre-2020, nobody was talking about this shit. As soon as they went into lockdown, which was 2020, everybody, to my mind, got clarity vision. If you wanted to see beyond the veil of life, if you wanted to see beyond the lies and corruption of politicians and everything else, 2020 gives you that vision to be able to fucking see them. So everybody is now seeing things, and you think, well, how strange is that? I was telling somebody the other day there was a guy, he had done something when he was younger. Bad thing, bad act. Now he got sent to jail, and obviously no other stories go along with that. So he's been punished for his crimes. Now the guy lived in society for so long, nobody said a word. There was one guy I knew, and I'd known him from school. We were out one day, and the other fellas appeared, and he's decided to attack him. So I've had to intervene and say, what's that all about? Why the fuck are you doing that? Well, he's this and he's that. But he never changed being that. He's always been that. How come your balls are so fucking big now that you can see it? And that story is what's happening now. Nobody stood up to the government. Nobody stood up to Boris. Nobody stood up to the electricity companies, the petrol stations, bodying it now. And you think, well, what is it? What has been activated in the genetic code? Everybody that's had the same genes, as far as I'm concerned, that has made them change their ways. And I find it fucking bizarre, and that's what I'm saying to you on the way in. This timing couldn't it be better? No, for me. And it's that wee one there, I love him. I don't know if he'll even see that. He'll maybe need when it comes out. But it says,
get your copy.
Stop fucking digging.
Stop digging,
You didn't need to go into the past to work out what's coming. Look straight ahead. Then you look behind you. It's no behind you. What's behind us isn't going to scare us, because it's behind us. We've already been through it.
That doodle links to that. It is what it was. You know, stop digging.
And this wee word here, I hope the camera
I can see it like that.
Is leaving the comfort zone. That's what we need to do. We need to go out, we need to come out for that wall, we need to come out from behind the curtain twitching bastards like, oh, it's got to go away, it'll be alright in the morning, Dad, let's shut the blinds, let's watch this thing. It's not going away. None of this is going away. So yeah, this is fucking, and again, moving on, I'm going to give it away in this interview.
That's blinded out.
Yeah, I love these ones because they didn't stop, and I've been doing doodles like that for fucking decades. Once again, we go back into the breach, because when I was in Aberfeldy, and it was a strange period, as every year in my life has been, but I doodled like fuck, and I thought I had the answers to everything, but obviously I couldn't have had, because I had to go through what was about to land on my doorstep, and that was another major test for me. But I saw things in that period that opened my mind to a lot of other things, that then when I fast forward to 2019 and that very boring story, I saw that then. I used to sit and stare at a photo and I knew something was wrong, but I just didn't have the kahunas, the balls to actually question it or run up to it. But then when I did, and it all became apparent, fuck. So anybody that maybe thought, no, because people will say to me, how did you know that? What made you do that and da? And it's the same as how I try and help people. I can't explain it, I can't write it down, I can't bottle it. It's just something that happens. It's a fucking mystery to me. But no, the path was there, and all the doodles that were there now, these are almost an up-to-date version. So if you were running on Windows 96, and now Billy Boy Gates has put out Windows 2020 or something, I don't know where the fuck they are. It's like Apple. No, Apple, what's next? 14, 15, 16. How can they know in advance?
5G.
It's just all this shite that they keep fucking flogging us with.
Right.
But the doodles then, I shut the hole. I totally fell out with the monkey inside. because of the realisation I'd become a fucking asshole. And then the wounds had to be healed. But OEDs are so much clearer. And there is nothing. If you look at that and then says to me, well, I can see a moon, and there's obviously a bridge across, there's a wee man hiding with a wall, and it's crossing the divide. But what is the divide? What do you mean? You can clearly walk over this, but what is the difference? Well, one's wrong and one is right. And as you look at that, that's on your right hand side, so you know the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah.
And that to me is that dark night of the soul. The dark night, how do you know it's the dark night owl? Because that's a fucking moon. You know what I mean? That, to me, they're self-explanatory, but I get that nobody's got bad mind.
Yeah.
And they will no see it for that. But if you studied it enough and say, right, it's right and it's wrong, it's dark, this wee guy's hiding, and it's saying crossing over what? So if you're in a job, say you're in the police force, and you get a call, Dundee residents are going crazy, they're trying to evict this fair young man, okay, to the rescue, Batman, to the Batmobile, let's get up there, what's happening? This guy is a paedophile, we've got to support him and look after him. A moral compass would kick in and say, hang on, make me put money before morals. I have kids. I don't want my kids to meet this guy.
No.
So me looking after him is kind of hypocrisy, and that's the right and wrong.
Right for wrong.
Does it make sense to you?
Totally.
It makes sense to you and all.
Well, that one.
Somebody moved the camera out. I'm pointing at the speaker.
You're pointing at yourself. You need to point at that.
But no, it's very, very funny. And
It's funny that as well, because how good did that look when it was the wrong way round?
It did, yeah.
But now, I mean,
perfect.
obviously the right ways.
This is the one for the eyes, because now you have to turn it back. So the one thing that I keep going on about, and that's why it all works.
It works.
As I'm saying to you, when you're trying to get through to somebody, or you can't find the answer to something, change perspective. So you're reading this thinking, all right, it's clearly a bookcase, but I need to change my perspective
to see what's in it.
So rather than you turning your head, you turn the book.
Turn the book,
And that's everybody has to turn it. Again, it's clever, but it's no design.
No.
And that's where the magic comes in. That's why I say I can't even explain it. I don't know how it happens. No idea. It just happens. And it's that thing where, look, it happens. Let's fucking move on. Turn the next page. And there it is, helping others by helping ourselves. When we do it for us, and we work it out by changing the perspective, we go like that. Right, now I see it. Oh, there's truth and trust. Right, it's something will start resonating. And then you read that and you think, oh, helping others by helping yourself. You just helped yourself to knowledge that somebody else is, and you think, you know what? I'm going to tell that person over there, listen, didn't do it that way. Change it that way. If it's somebody changing a wheel, and I saw it live. The guy's got a £10 mash hammer, the wee one, and the standard wheel brace, trying to take the wheel nut off a car. And I went, oh, what the fuck are you doing? That fucking thing will not come off. The frustration in man is there. The monkey wants to smash the car, the man wants to work it out for himself. He's no the intelligence to say, watch, hang on. Another monkey steps in, put your hammer to the side, because that's only going to break your car. Because when you can't do it, the frustration will take you on the wing of the car. Then you'll need to get that fixed as well as your puncture. Put it at an angle, 45 degrees, apply your brake to it and just set your weight on it. Right. Then you work it out and you see the penny dropping. So you're sitting here, you're looking out there, you've had to change perspective, and in doing that, you see a guy with a £10 hammer and you think, hey buddy, it's an easier way than that. That's what I think that humanity should be doing right now. It's all we have to do. And again, flicking it backwards, the power of
I was just going to say, you're flipping it backwards, you've actually just went through it fucking backwards.
That seems like my life. It's amazing to see this one as well. The first one, it still works, it's still working just now. But this one I think will be a lot better, a lot clearer. And it's like everything that you do, you do something and then you sit back, you look at it and you think, I could improve on that. It's not that I want to improve on the first one. This one's just going to the next step.
It's an add-on on it,
So it is, and as far as I'm concerned, in life, and it's what I would try and promote, if the right people appeared and they allowed me what I wanted to do, which is only to help, for no guts, no glory, no fucking finance, nothing at all. You know what I want to do, and that should be a pretty straightforward thing for anyone. And the first one is the realisation. The second one is to relate, and the third one is to rebuild. The day books say the whole fucking 3 of them, but no in that order that I put it, because the wall, I've said in the first one, knock the wall down. Just get rid of them, and then get the foundation, and you know the story of the foundation. Then we can start building back up again. So all the shit that's behind the wall is like that cupboard in anybody's house or the garage where they just keep cramming shit. There's no space, but it'll go, just put it in and just shut the door and run away quickly.
I think that's what you've done with there. Like you're saying, the first book's knocking down the wall, getting rid of all that shit, and then that's dealing with fucking what you're left with, isn't it?
More or less, and realising that by having the new foundation clear, is that you've now got something to build on, and you've got all these old bricks. So where I used the insults as bricks to build my original wall. Once the wall was at a certain height where I could be hidden, I just kept all the extras, and that's how I built the cell to deal with the trauma. I had to build a cell. I couldn't let that run about in my head. It was trying to kill me, and that's all trauma ever does, is tries to kill you. So it'll push you towards crime, it'll push you towards drugs. And take that, the noise will go away, it'll be quiet. Because ultimately there's a chance you'll OD, there's a chance you'll break into the wrong guy's house and he'll fucking murder you. Do you know what I mean?
There's a chance you'll get put inside and somebody will do you there, right?
Everyone, and that's the only time you appease the noise. It doesn't go away. It wants you to kill yourself. And it's happy with that. And that's what I will do anyway. And again, you'll not sit in front of the shrinks or the counsellor and they'll tell you this shit. Maybe disagree with me and say, what are you talking about, you arsehole?
Do they want to fix you? Come on.
No chance. There's no money.
There's no profit in peace. Go on to fuck.
Exactly. But no, I like the idea of the second one to move on, because in the deconstruction of the wall and the barriers that we all put up, we all do it. It doesn't matter who the fuck they think they are, they all do it. In exposing that, what you're doing is you're ridding all that shite to realise that by carrying that shite, you've actually become a weightlifter, because you've been carrying that, so you have an inner strength that people have never seen. Why? Because you've never showed it. In order to show it means exposing yourself, exposing the vulnerability of you being a victim or whatever. And again, another horrible fucking word, like a millstone. It is what it is. No, it's not. It is what it was. You're not a fucking victim. You were a victim during the act.
During the act. It's securing it.
It's survival.
Honest. And I can vouch for that, Alan, because see the tiny little, I say tiny little things, but the shite I've been carrying about for years that we've managed to offload, fucking walking on air. Literally walking on fucking air. And I didn't. It's almost like I've lost a wee bit of direction, because I'm like, what did I do with all this fucking time and
freedom,
essence? And it is. You know.
To me, well, I know exactly what it is, but it's made for other people. This is new fucking new. The way that we're doing it is new, and the realisation that we're doing it, not for our benefit. No. It benefits you, it benefits me, but we want it to benefit other people. This is fucking free. It's free information,
That's the beauty
free knowledge.
of it.
Why? Because we've already paid the fucking price for it. And I'm not paying a price again. I thought I had done it all, and I was happy with it. And yes, I've been walking on air since I booted it in 1991. When I found the glue in about 83, that kicked the whole video thing out the white. And then else, Trump, right, okay, no bother, Sherlock. My jacket's right, I've got holes in my shoes. You're calling me a tramp. You ought to be a detective. You're not telling me something I didn't already know. So again, it's evolution, it's moving on, it's using things that we've encountered in our past to benefit someone else. It's no me going to college to learn something to say to you, this is how it is, because if you've never experienced it, then, do you know what I mean?
You would never get it.
But because you've experienced it, what you've done is you've experienced it, it takes up space inside your head. That becomes a weight, and that's why I'm saying the anchor, it pulls you down, it will pull you down. And it doesn't matter anymore, it does. Anybody that thinks about it will work it out. So when that's pulling you down, when you cut that tie, when you cut the apron strings, when you cut the cord, everything that was umbilically attached to you via any form of trauma, whatever it fucking matters, because now they've got, what's another one? You've got complex...
PTSD-C.
PTSD-C. Because they just didn't know how to work it.
They're just adding
things to it.
Fucking big.
that covers a whole broad spectrum. Oh, I was beaten up as a child. My mother didn't love me. I've got father issues. I've got this. They just have too much now that they can't label it. So there's a badge, fuck off. There's a balloon. Get a prescription at the door. We'll maybe see you again in a month or so.
Yeah.
Just to keep the money rolling in. No bother.
Exactly.
To me, it's well, you know what it is. It's
Dealing
like,
with it, offloading it, speaking about it.
When you get it off, that thing that's inside your mind is like putting a fucking mouldy old orange in a cupboard. It's only going to go even mouldier. It's going to start affecting other things. It's a bad apple in the barrel. Yeah. It's going to affect every cunt. It's flying with the crows. You'll get shot with the crows. That space that's inside your head was never designed to carry shite. You rid your mind with that, and like you're saying, you become almost dizzy. You're like, I've got this space, I'm unbalanced, I'm no one even keeled because the shite is weighing me down, and I got used to it. It's like walking with one leg bigger than the other. You all get used to it. You become. It's like my shoulder. My shoulder could be in pain right now. I didn't feel it. I choose not to feel it, and it's not because I'm some fucking guru that bathes himself in ice water in the morning. If I go in the shower and it's freezing cold because bastard, I forgot to let it run. Yeah. No, but the pain is constantly there, and when you rid yourself of that pain to the extent that you didn't feel it, you move on.
I think it was an important thing for me was the physical throwing it away. That physical throwing of it, like writing it down, wrapping it. Well, I did it. I wrote it down, wrapped it in a ball of sand, and flung it in the floor. That action in itself, fucking, that was a breakdown and a half when I did that.
And so your biggest one was when you were on the beach that day and the tears were rolling and everything else. But if you go back and watch each one of our interviews, any text message, any comms whatsoever, and then just flick through the Akashic record in there, because that's what the library picture is. That's what it's showing. That's my Akashic record in my life. Everything's in there. When you look at that, you'll notice that you never actually verbally said, by the way. You gave one clue, and it was something that you weren't going to let go until a certain point, and then you realised that that point when that goes, why do I want to wait that long? Do you know what? That's the date, and it's the unraveling, and all you're doing is deconstructing everything that man built, because man being the asshole, he built the wall. Why hide the wee monkey? Why hide Franco behind the wall? Why hide the inner child behind the wall? Well, because he's bloody vulnerable, you bastard. But he climbs trees and he falls out of trees like an asshole. He drives a mountain bike or a motorbike and he falls over. He goes into
roller skates and falls on his ass. Fucking bruises fucking everywhere. He's fucking falling.
You fall off because you tried a stunt. You say to somebody else, listen, no, you go back, you read it and you formulate it to the extent that it's easy. You've done it. You've mastered it. Then you turn into any of the young guys and you say, listen, any day that way, that's how you end up with a scar like that. Day like this. Thanks very much, mister. Do you know what I mean? It's when you can validate a truth by you saying, I've done it. I've lived it. That's why the price that people want for any form of information or knowledge, if I've lived it, it means I've already paid the fucking price. Why do you want to pay a price for something I've already lived? It's bizarre. It's strange, isn't it? But great to see people actually.
So what are you thinking then? Are we just back to the booklet?
If I need to read this,
because you've read the email and then now you've got the physical.
I'm happy. The quicker the better for me.
Are we just going to leave that as is?
I don't know. What do you think? I think it looks all right on its own.
The only thing I have noticed is there's no contact details like we put in the last one. There's nothing there, and there's nothing on the back. And I'm sure the last one on the back we put your contact details.
Where is? There should be. There's a one in there that says "Welcome in." I don't think
that was the old book. The old book was it? The other book, like no, the old one.
Let's see.
Stop digging. I love stop digging.
Stop digging.
Structure. Look, that was book one.
Welcome. But is it in book one though? Because there's Welcome In, which is the pub where the two characters meet each other. I don't think that's there. And look, there's the library there. And there's a games room where we play games. So it could be, because this is all getting redone and decorated up. That might be decent to put on that first page. Just a welcome. So come on in.
But then
grab yourself a seat.
What, that one?
In there.
Aye.
If we needed anything in there.
Do you know what? I think it just needs your contact details and save stuff like that for. I mean, there's got to be a book 3. It's a hope. There's got to be a book 3. Because we did say that why would we do this in 12 steps when you could do it in 4?
Well, that's right. When I was saying the R&R, the realisation, then the relate, and then the rebuild. If I need to break that down to people,
maybe there's only 3 books then.
There's only 3 steps to this. 100%. When you realise that you're carrying something, it doesn't fucking actually. No, there's something wrong. Whether it be an abuse, whatever, daddy issues, trauma, whatever you want to call it. Once you realise it, that's step 1.
Yeah.
That's it. Step 2 is relating to it.
Yeah.
So everything that has happened via that is you relating that, hey, hang on, that's no me. I was a victim then. I'm a survivor now. So you relate to it and you work out that it's actually, no, it's no you. You never done anything.
Yeah.
So once you detach that, then you're on to the rebuilding stage. Then you go to the second round of the same 3 steps, realising that, well, the drink, the abusive relationships, the this, the that, you start relating to them that they're because of that first one that you no longer have. And you can keep going, but it's only 3. Realising it, relating to it, and then rebuilding to it. And that's all you do. You can do the same thing over and over and over again. And once, if I could articulate it to that sense where it would be absolutely simplistic, somebody says, that makes sense of, you can apply it all the time. So if you had the drink or the drugs and you've done criminal activity, that's the relating side of it, is realising that you did the criminal activity. But then once you make that realisation that, well, that wasn't actually me. That was the person that was hiding. So if you stole the telly to feed the drug problem, the original person would never have done that. It was because of the trauma that steps up and realise. Then you relate to, you think you're right. If I didn't have that trauma, I wouldn't have turned to the drugs. If I didn't turn to the drugs, I wouldn't have stole the telly. And that's where Tony fucking toasting beans, because it's no fucking... Do you know what I mean? It's not 18 months of your life you need this. You just need to know that. And if somebody like me can say, you're dating free, just realise that there's something there. And then relate to it. That it wasn't you and it's not your problem. Then rebuild for it. And if you've done drugs, death, anything you've done in hiding for that trauma, it was not your normal fucking self. It wasn't your normal actions. When we go to court because we're done for doing something, we don't want to fucking know that, because that's trivial. You've done an act and that's it, that's what you're getting done for. And like, oh well, thanks very much, there's no point in me talking, and I'll just pay the fine and get on with it.
Get on with it.
No, there's something that leads you there, and it's not you giving an excuse, it's having an understanding where if we're in the real fucking world, that they would know, because they're saying now, with this new mad woman, oh, we've got dogs that can snuff out drones, and that puts people off putting contraband into the system. No, it doesn't it? Corrupt prison officers, they're the ones you want to stop, and unless you've got a drone up their arse, you're never going to see them taking it in. So fuck off, you're talking shite, missus. Why? Because you've never been in the prison system to see how it operates. But how many of the guys in there are just bored and want to take drugs? How many of them are needing the drugs because they're in a confined space where they're supposed to be addressing the issues of the mind via COVID-19 and the whole lockdown, so that you focus on things in your life? They didn't want to focus on these things because they're terrible bad demons running about in their head that are trying to kill them. If they can pacify them by knocking them out and making them go to sleep, who can fault them for it? That is what the demon, where did the demon come from? Sit me in a room and talk about the demon. Let me let the demon out. Help me fucking address this demon. I'll stop breaking the law. I'll stop taking drugs. Oh no, can't really do that, because, we need the system to keep going. So you need that trauma, son. And it's
perpetuate the system.
That's exactly what it is. They just want us as grease monkeys to keep doing it, and that's in there. Definitely in there. The average Joe becomes that system greaser, and they need us. What we need as the males of the species, not the man, but the men, the collective, is the realisation that, do you know what, you're fucking right. if we were to deal with our traumas, a lot of the things that we do in order to hide for the traumas, we wouldn't do. We wouldn't have to do.
No.
So rather than going out stealing or everything else to get the buzz, to get the money, to get the drugs, no, it's, I know, no, we swallowed a shoe. I don't know why she swallowed a shoe when she got sniffing glue. It's all these things that we can race around our mind, chasing and chasing our tails all the time, where I want to say, stop. What are you running for? Well, I'm running for my past. Well, just turn back and face your fucking past, deal with that, and then rebuild with it and move on. Three stages.
Important. So important. I don't know, that's the one message. How the fuck do you get that through to people? Just that one little bit. Turn around, face it, deal with it, and then you'll no need. There'll no be a need for
the one that we're seeing, and we're seeing it collectively, so that you guys know, is people that are harbouring things and carrying it for 30 fucking years. That's too long, that's 3 decades.
Yeah.
These are the teachers of life, because they'll show you how to become resilient, how to muster fear, how to live a normal life under duress. These are the people that can't handle it. So to me personally, it's happening anyway. Everybody's getting to see other people's journey. And that to me is that single cell DNA that's whapping right up through the middle of the normal helixes that are there. It's a hidden strand, and old Queenie Bob for a 70th pressed the button. She pushed the button. You keep saying, oh, let's hit the button, let's get that hit. She hit the button. And she has no fucking idea what she's actually lit up. Exactly, and there's no stopping this. There's no stopping it at all. And yes, it can go down biblical roads. I don't care. It just so happens that all these things tie in to this massive great awakening. That's already been spoken about. They're already talking about New World Order and all this shit. And I'm sick of bleating on about it now. But there has to be a New World Order. How? Because we're not doing all of them. So, you're not scaring me with it. I'm actually delighted. I want it. Bring it fucking on.
Yeah.
I watched a cracking one this morning. It was some rabbi type guy. And I'd not sent it Big G and we are, but I don't know if I'd said you. But he always started talking the Prince song. He's like, listen, and these people, we need to be awake now. You don't have to be rich to do this. And after that, it was like, Prince song. And I was singing it. But it's what's happening. They're talking about the church.
More and more
as
and more
the
people.
Individuals, the real ones. They're realising, listen, I didn't need this fancy opulence. This would be better serving homeless people, homeless veterans, our own fucking kind.
Yeah.
Floating boats up to taking refugees. Yes, we're all about humanity. Of course we are. We're empathetic people as a nation in Scotland. But don't fucking piss us off by giving somebody else what we're needing. If we've got homeless guys, why are they not on the boat first?
Exactly.
No, we know the lingo. We can show them. Listen, that over there, that's the toilet. That's where you get your bananas in.
And we're back. Fucking battery overheated.
Small musical interlude.
Typical. It's the nuggets you missed in between. That's the annoying part.
Quick recap the nuggets.
Table, battery, size.
Chuck it. Demon. Small demon. Big table. Table, heavy. Demon, very small. Chuck. Gone.
Yeah.
Table, put it back so that people can use it.
Turn, face it, deal with it, and then it's gone.
But that's the thing when I was 21. Rather than just turning to face it, I turned and I ran at it. And that was if there was any point that I was as close to smashing mine head in, that was it. There was every chance that because the prison officers come with their riot gear, with all their batons and their fucking shields, they smash my head in. And a justifiable instance for me, because they were taking the gun. The legato could have OD'd me on that. My own want for just absolute destruction, I did not give a flying fuck. I didn't care. And that's me running it. Whereas I'm saying now, after all these decades of working out for somebody else, just turn round, just face it. If you need somebody to hold your hands, you're going to have to find somebody you can really trust in, because that kind of information you didn't want to give away. It's once you've given it away and you're happy with it, then you can turn round and say, do you know what, you've got it, but use it. It's not going to hurt me anymore. But it's that bridge that you have to cross, and that's that divide between what's right and wrong in the wee booklet, crossing over. When you know you've found the right person and you let it go, you journey becomes so far easier as you step back down, and then you're walking taller, your shoulders are back. If that person decides to go the wrong way, and they turn and say, I know things about you, like, yeah, but it's not a fucking secret anymore, is it, dozy cunt? Because I told you, guess what you're carrying? Oh wait, see you, I'm away to the park. You go and think on, my dear, because you turn into the narcissist that thinks you're going to use something against me. Doesn't it work like that?
Doesn't it? Because there's nothing, once it's out, you fucking, there's nobody could chuck that shit at you at all, ever.
Even if somebody found it on the beach, like, listen, I found it, I know what you've done, I know what happened to you, I know this, that, and that.
Well, keep it, you're welcome to it.
I'm not a book about it then, because it's no good to me. You can have
do you want the full story, rather than the wee doodle?
You want the peripheral edges filled in. Any blanks you need? Because again, once you clear it off, it's gone, it's done in. Absolutely gone. And it's that void that you then create inside your head. That's what I want people to understand, that you can fill that with the stupidest of things. If it's going wild camping, if it's walking along the fucking beach, if it's staring at fucking bumblebees, if it's going to art galleries, it's stuff you've never done. Why? Yeah. Because this fucking nonsense took up so much of your mind that it prevents you. And it's the same as the people that say, oh no, I heard the stories and you know, when I met you I thought, oh, he's actually a nice guy. You heard stories did you hear? Because I've never been a bad guy. If you walk up and punch me in the face, I'm going to turn into a bad guy because they like being punched in the face. As everybody else does. But then you go about saying, oh, see him, oh, he'll punch you in the face.
Steal your dinner money.
He'll steal your and then your mobile phone when you're 14. It's that hidden thing where people will make up stuff in order, for whatever self-gain they get for it. But it's you denying yourself. The trauma will deny you finding out about it. My life kind of shows me that other people will deny me things. So I didn't get to meet nice people. Why? Because somebody's already stepped in front and says, oh, watch him, man, he's a cunt. He's not a cunt.
People meet you with that artificial impression.
That's exactly, that's what a lot of people
somebody else's imagination, whatever it is.
Same as a gunner. Oh, I wouldn't go in there, I wouldn't go in there. No, that's that. We've had the conversation, it's the same thing. Yeah. It's just a stigma. It's the postcode, and then the wee booklet, that's what it says. We've got the stigma, postcode, it's the postcodes that hold us back. As soon as you say, oh, I'm for there, the amount of people, I used to date myself, do you know where Davidson's Mains is just next to there, rather than saying, oh, I'm from Muirhead or I'm from Pilton, because I know what the stigma is. If I'm up the tune and the police stop me and listen, just check your name, hi neighbour, that's my name, and your address, it's there, and automatically, boom, there's a hackle goes up, there's a different line of defence, and you're like, fuck me. It is what it was.
It is what it was. And on that note, I'm going to shut this off because it is what it was. This is what it is.
Yes, now we move on.
Because it's funny, you saying what you're saying about the different areas and the postcode, and they're all going on about their postcode lotteries and everything like that. Do you know what? I fucking can't stand what's been built for us anymore. I can't stand it.
You can see it, eh?
I can't fucking stand it. And I can't stand this living in fucking...
Monkey 1 versus Monkey 2. You pick two monkeys looking at each other, at some point they're going to fight, they have to fight because one will just move his eye. What did you just do there? What did you say?
It's fucked up. It's wrong. We're living on top of each other, we're not designed to live on top of each other.
But if you look at the way that the powers that be are scaring us, they're shiting it. Nicola Sturgeon said that we're going to freeze the rent, you'll not be getting evicted, What if you own your fucking house? You're going to lose it, you're going to have to remortgage it to pay the electricity bill, you can't do anything about the electricity bill. Away you go, my dear. It's the exact same
thing.
Take
the billions off of them.
They've got it, do you know what I mean? But look, nobody can drive here, we're in Dunfermline now. Let's go and just take a 10-minute drive around here and see the properties that are being built. Who's buying them if we've no money?
Okay.
They know what we didn't know, because we're idiots, again, postcode lottery. If you're smart enough, you'll know it, and that's, again, it reverts back to biblical stuff. Because even the rich Bob Marley sung it as well. Rich and poor, they're all going to feel this. And what they're going to feel is not the poverty, they're going to feel humanity. And they're going to see the divide against us and them. These idiots that buy the Telegraph and think they're in a gang because they've got a bit though. No, you know, you're still an asshole. Unless you're in that commando elite, you're an asshole. And that's all they're going to treat us like. And you'll get the fake ass politicians. No, I'm there for the people. I am one of the people. I hate the monarchy, but I'll come up to Scotland and meet the Queen. Oh, fuck off. No, I want to remain. But now I'm Prime Minister. Right, okay, let's go for Brexit. Yeah, but you can't change your mind. You're either one or
the other.
No, when you're in that game. And that's what I mean. That new woman fucking trust her. Well, she's missing the teeth because I wouldn't trust her. No, as far as I could punch her in. But she's saying back then doesn't agree with the monarchy, She applies to Scotland to be granted her fucking she wishes by the Queen. You're like, is that no hypocrisy? That's just fucking daft. It's like the Beatles handing back their fucking golden awards and then Paul McCartney going and accepting it. You're like, well, I thought you were part of a gang. You can't change cope. And that last one, Theresa May, she was anti-Brexit, totally anti-Brexit, and now says, listen, you got a job, what do you want me to do? Well, you be the Prime Minister. Oh, magic, I love it. How much do I get? Oh, that's fantastic, yes. The only problem is you're going to have to front for the people, because the people want this Brexit now. Okay, yep, I can change my mind, that's easy. Again, it's like coming in here. Have you got an oat milk decaf latte? No, but we've got coconut milk. No, that's not what I want.
It's funny we come in here and it's like, have you got oat milk? He didn't ask me anything else.
No, got to fucking care. Again, it's just taking what you want, not just settling for second best. And the amount of people that think that this is going to get any better, it's no. She's going to date, she's told by this elite mob. For the government to say we can't do anything about the price caps on fuel, on electric and gas. How can you fucking know? You can turn up and fuck off. You can say to the people, listen, there's nothing we can do about it, but we're going to bend the law a wee bit. If you want to take it in your own hands, crack on, you'll look over here. You'll look at what the new Prime Minister's going to do. You know, no, I'm not going to be evicted, but there's every chance that we could lose the house if they keep going the way that they are. And it's just, you start a fire under somebody's ass, at some point they're going to move. And that's why I'm saying, I try to say it in the wee TikTok, that the people in Dundee coming out in the street, that's what this is. This is a movement of the people. Bob Marley killed us a long time ago, and I do believe he was a prophet. It has to be. And when she pressed that wee button, igniting this DNA, this fucking super strand that's there, it's giving the power back to the people. No the individual, no the standalone fucking guy. It's everybody doing it for everybody else. So you'll get the Robin Hood, but Robin Hood was fuck all with his merry men, and he robbed the rich to feed the poor. That's what we're going to do. So
it's going to happen.
If I go and smash my new fence and get an old oil drum and I light a fire, my neighbours are more than welcome to come over with their hamburgers and toast them. Of course they will. That's humanity. But how many people will break the furniture up and light it in the house and just keep the windows and the doors shut? No, it's not. And I do believe that it's happening. Seeing these wee things, these hunters going out there, we've just had enough now. Stop fucking trying to pull the wool over our eyes, because what we're going is like, watch, get that wool out my eyes, you do that. We can see it now, we can see the lies and the bluffs. And they're not serving anyone, just the same as the demon in your head. This shit isn't serving you, so cut it the fuck off.
That's the thing, they didn't. It's not just hunting the paedophiles now, They should be hunting fucking all these wrongdoing government officials. But you're getting, like say, the VP giants, getting all these big bonuses, and then you'll get some politician who wants to win favour, who wants the people on side. So yeah, and can you actually justify that big money when people can't even afford to feed their kids, or the old can't even put the fire on? Oh, who are you kidding? You're part of that same system. Are you going to hand your salary back? Oh, fuck. No way. I'm doing the job. I'm questioning this person. Yeah, the same way you're asking him to hand back his bonus, you're not willing to hand back your salary. We're on the same boat. Get your hands on the job, we'll paddle to fucking clear the water. We've got to paddle upstream to find what we're all trying to get to, what we're all looking for. Look at that. 2 duckbies. 4 phones. 2 men. How bizarre.
How very bizarre.
Get on that now, I'm going to shut this off, pal, because I have to go.
Bye-bye.
I've got man's bullshit to take care of today.
You got man's bumpy white.
I have to put that on and do a bit of graft today, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because the graft today allows me to do this.
That's it.
Every cloud.
Every DNA has a golden lining.
Exactly, aye. But this is coming out. We're going to print. We're going to print, so stay tuned. And if you're lucky enough, you'll get a copy.
Hi, Silver, put your orders in new.
Adios, amigo. Press the right. Well, that's your meat over and done with. I was going to leave it in the Costa where we were, but I just want to share this just to the end of the video, because Alan, being Alan, is a very grateful, humble person, as you all know. And I'm not very good at receiving fucking anything for anybody. I never fucking have been. But I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at receiving praise since I offloaded some of my fucking bullshit. But anyway, just as a wee end to today's video, he's done something. And he's gave me something. And it does mean something to me, because I didn't get these type of things for people. You know, when you're used to always being the giver. I didn't mean that in a selfish fucking way. I mean that's just how you like to be. It's just who you are. To receive something is quite special. He's only going to give me something. It's this, right? I'm going to show you as best I can. There you go. And I'll open it. Sorry, I drive bare feet, so don't mock me on that. It's a fucking watch, man. And it's to celebrate our time together. Now, Alan says that this probably will mean more to him than it does to me to celebrate our time together. But I didn't wear jewellery. I wear one piece of jewellery, and it's that ring, because it's my stepdad's, or my only dad that I know. It's his wedding ring. So I carry that with me, just as my wee memory of him, and to keep me focused on the good that my stepfather did. And that's why I wear that ring. But this watch now will probably take pride of place. And I've not put it on, but I might do that now. If I can set this camera somewhere. Let's set it there now. Right, there we go. I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to wear it for special events. I'm going to wear it when I need to have it with me, to remind me of my time with Alan, to look at things and comments that people maybe place. It fits, by the way. It fits rather well, and what I'll probably do is I'll wear this. I've got a funeral, an old uncle's funeral, and I'll probably have this on for that. But do you know what? There they are, look. Fits, a couple of buttons. I have a watch. What time is it? Oh, it's at the right time. Might need to adjust that. So we'll adjust the time, we'll get that at the right time, because it's a windy up watch. Old school. And if I mind right, you pull that out to amend the time. I'll maybe take it off to do that so I didn't break it. Because this, Alan, does actually mean quite a bit to me. The fact that you've given me something like this. Very significant. It's something that will not sit in a drawer all its life. It will sit in a drawer for a wee while, but it's going to come out at special occasions. Oh, can you? Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. You do, you pull it out. And it's 11:13. Well, let's go for 11. And the date's the 7th. Oh, get a wee wind up. Not why you overwind it. How cool is that? And that's it now at the right time. But anyway, thank you very, very much. I'm not going to cry. No, I'm just going to enjoy. Because that is the first time anyone has really given me anything with any significant meaning. Apart from my father's wedding ring, my mother gave me that. But that was like a rite of passage. Alan gave me this just as a thank you for the time we've spent together doing what we do with the podcasts, with this videos, and with the booklet, which I'm off to get sorted. That's getting sorted today, but I have to go work. I have to go do some work. So Niba, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate our time together. I hate the fact that I had to get away quick today, because we can fucking talk, us two. Brilliant, thank you. Oh, fucking still running.